Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be watching this. Welcome back to a World Cup squad announcement reaction video. It's 1 o'clock. I'm waiting for the news to come out about what England are going to be doing for this year's World Cup squad. There is a massive rumour that Leon Bailey is going to be selected in the England squad. If that is true, oh my God, the bloke is absolutely class. If you don't know who Leon Bailey is, he is one of these kids that is going to be absolutely amazing. Sky look like they're about to announce something any second now, so let's... I'm just going to have to... I'm so excited. Honestly, if Leon Bailey can be in that squad, holy shit. I'll be back in a second. So we're now, 20-2, and the announcement still hasn't been quite made just yet. I thought it was at 1 o'clock, but apparently it's at 2. But Sky are reporting that Trent Alexander-Arnold is in the squad, so is Danny Rose, and Ashley Young as well, apparently, which Gareth Southgate is clearly going for versatility. He wants to be able to have people like Phil Jones in there who can play centre-back and possibly midfield. Eric Dyer is the same, can play as centre midfield or as a centre-back. Alexander-Arnold can play as a full-back and has shown in recent games for Liverpool he can play centre midfield if required. Ashley Young is a winger, can play as a fullback. The list goes on and on. He's going to have people like, I can imagine he'll pick people like Welbeck because he can play on the wing, possibly up top as well. He'll want Ali in there because he can play either as centre mid or as an attacking midfielder. So it's all about versatility with this squad. It's all about people who have got engines about them, people who are capable of playing in a couple of positions. And that looks like what he's going with for the whole of his squad, to be honest. But it'll be interesting to see whether or not that Leon Bailey rumour picks up any sort of further momentum. I honestly don't know, but we'll find out hopefully within the next 20 minutes what the full England squad announcement is made. But there's also talk of a standby list. For me, just pick the 30. I can understand why Gareth Southgate is doing it, but just pick 30 just so you've got extra options available. But I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section whether or not you agree with picking the 23 plus a standby or just go for the full provisional 30 for your England squad. Let me know down in the comment section. One thing I will say is that I'm listening to Sol Campbell and the reporter talking, and they're going on about whether or not we need experienced players like Gary Cahill in our team. No, we don't. This is a World Cup where realistically we don't actually stand a massive chance of going into the semi-finals, a final, or even going on to win the competition. No one is expecting anything. This is it's annoying to say, but it's a development. It's a development World Cup where we're going to find out about a lot of our younger players. So yes, I understand why having some experience may be required, but I think this is a clean slate for everyone. And just chuck as many of the kids in as you can, give them as much experience as you can, because it's not only about playing games in the World Cup, it's the experience of knowing what to do at the hotels and what to do whilst you're in between games and how to rest your body and all that kind of stuff like that. So I think it's vitally important that we get as many of these kids in as possible. But it's a typical media thing. Oh, when you've got the experienced guys in there, why have we not got any youth players? And then when you get rid of the experienced players, maybe we're relying too much on youth. It's just typical media BS trying to get stirred up, and it does my head in. Every single tournament, we always come into some sort of criticism from our media, and I hate them. I hate the media. I hate them. I hate them. So England have just made the announcement via a video on Twitter. Mad. So Alexander-Arnold is included. We've got Butland, Cahill, Dele Alli, Fabian Delph is in the squad. So again, someone who's versatile, can play in midfield and as a fullback. Dyer, Henderson, Jones, Kane, Lingard, Loftus-Cheek, Maguire, Pickford, Pope. So the 3 goalkeepers. Rashford, Rose, Sterling, Stones, Trippier, Vardy, Walker, Welbeck and Young. So the rumours about Leon Bailey weren't true. It was just a vicious rumour. Vicious rumour. Wow. Okay, so obviously the goalkeepers fairly predictable. We know what's going to be happening with those. Pope, Pickford and Butland. It's more or less what I would expect. I mean, the Alexander-Arnold one is probably the biggest surprise out of all of it, just because he's been training with the England squad, but he hasn't really been sort of included within it. But to be honest, I think Loftus-Cheek is probably the big one where obviously the announcement that he's in there instead of Jack Wilshere. I would have personally taken Jack because I think whilst Loftus-Cheek has had an okay season, I don't think he's done amazingly well. But Crystal Palace fans may be more receptive to that than what I am. But I just think that Jack Wilshere offers us something in midfield that we don't currently have at the moment. But it's a big announcement. But more or less, other than Loftus-Cheek, other than Alexander-Arnold, it's more or less what I expected. I'm happy with it. It gives us versatility. It gives us options. It gives us, the capabilities of being able to move from formation to formation. So if we want to play a 4-2-3-1, if we want to play a 4-3-3, 3-5-2, whatever the case may be, 3-4-3, we've got options of every type of player that can play in those positions. I just want to check one thing very quickly. Is Cahill is in there. That's the only thing I'm a bit peed off about. You have to question why Tarkowski is not available, but he could be on the standby list. Let me just get back to you on that. So the standby list is in. We've got Tom Heaton in goal. Very interesting that they've selected him rather than Joe Hart. I agree, though, Joe Hart's time is done. Tarkowski, Lewis Cook, Jake Livermore and Adam Lallana. Right, Adam Lallana, I think I can understand why they put him on the standby list. He hasn't played an awful lot of games. Livermore's not good enough, shouldn't be on the standby list as far as I'm concerned. He's not good enough. Lewis Cook, again, if required, valuable experience for somebody who's on the up. Tarkowski should be in there instead of Cahill. Simple as that. Cahill is not good enough anymore as a defender. He's there for experience and experience only. But I'm not happy with Cahill being in that squad. I'm not going to lie. Lallana, I would have picked him instead of Welbeck, but I can understand why he's gone with Welbeck because he gives you that kind of experience and it gives you that versatility. And he's a tournament player. He's capable of playing in defensive roles, although he's a striker or a winger. But I'm relatively happy with the squad. I'm a bit puzzled about the Loftus-Cheek one, but Palace fans will probably be able to fill me in on that one. Cahill instead of Tarkowski, I'm a bit puzzled about. But other than that and Wilshere, I'm probably more or less happy with that. You can't really expect an awful lot from this team at the moment. They're not ready. They need tournament experience. They need to gain that. And the only way to gain is by putting them in these type of squads. We haven't got the best pool of talent available at the moment to select from. But what I want you guys to do is let me know down in the comment section whether or not you're happy with these selections. Are you happy with the squad? Is there anybody else that you think should have been included? For me, the only one that's now popping to mind is Ryan Bertrand ahead of Danny Rose, just purely because of this season. But let me know down in the comment section. Hit the like button, but please leave a comment and I will reply to every single one of them. Time to breathe. It's always an interesting time of year, isn't it? World Cup announcements. This is why we love it. So, until we see each other next time, though, as always on the channel, adios.